dear Scorpio, welcome to your bi-weekly love reading from February 1st through the 15th, 2018. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am the good, the bad, and the tarot, and for your reading today, I have chosen the Lover's Path Tarot by Chris Walder. Fantastic deck and very appropriate for Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day to all of you. For clarification, I'm going to be using the Everyday Oracle or the Vera Sibilla telling out on my little Italian Oracle cards. And at the end of your reading, I'll be pulling a guidance message from the Rumi Oracle by Alana Fairchild. So if that sounds good, let us go ahead and get started with your reading. And this reading is for all Scorpios out there that may be watching: Scorpio Suns, Scorpio Moons, Scorpio Risings, Scorpios on the cusp, and if your Venus is in Scorpio. Let's go ahead and get started shuffling your cards. Spirit, what are the love messages and energies that you have for the sign of Scorpio from February 1st through the 15th, 2018. This is their bi-weekly love reading. Guys, I apologize if my voice is not great. I'm getting over a nasty cold, so there may be moments where I lose my voice here. Spirit, what are the most important messages and energies that you have for the sign of Scorpio? Scorpio Suns, Scorpio Moons, Scorpio Risings, Scorpios on the cusp, and Venus in Scorpio. This is their bi-weekly love reading from February 1st to the 15th, 2018. What do they need to know regarding their love lives? These cards are ridiculously hard to shuffle, so just give me a moment here. I want to do a good job for Scorpio today. What does Scorpio need to know regarding their love life, Spirit? February 1st through the 15th, 2018. This is their bi-weekly love reading. What are the most important messages and energies that you have for the sign of Scorpio? Okay, let's do one more. February 1st to the 15th, please, Spirit. Love messages for Scorpio. What do they need to know regarding their love lives? Okay. All right, at the bottom of the deck, I have fertility in reverse. This is similar to the Empress card in the Major Arcana, and we have Cleopatra and Caesar here. Caesar, famous couple. What I'm seeing here is, yes, there could be some health issues. Some of you could be dealing with some health issues. I'm also seeing, let's see, with fertility in reverse, there can be burnout, feeling smothered, jealousy. This is about not being open to love, so there could be issues embodying your feminine principle, your feminine archetype. Just being open to love, and also, like I said, fertility issues. There could be fertility issues for some of you. We have the Eight of Cups reversed underneath that. So something is rather dissatisfying, but you can't walk away from it, or you can't get away from it. You might be coming back to something, but it doesn't feel right for you emotionally. In general, we want to see this card upright because it does talk about love. It does talk about pregnancy. Some of you may be having issues getting pregnant, or there could be, like I said, just it's not a good time. It's not, for those of you women out there, it could just be a difficult time for you in terms of your health and reproductive health and so forth. But let us go ahead and take a look at the cards. Prince of Staves. Okay, so this is similar to your Page of Wands in the tarot. Similar, right? More like the Knight of Wands, I would say. Your challenge is the Five of Staves. Okay, a lot of fire sign energy here. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Some of you have fire sign in your chart. You could have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising, or dealing with a fire sign. At the root of the situation, we have the King of Cups. There's your energy, Scorpio. Very nice. Crowning you, this is what you'd like to make your own or what you're thinking and feeling. We have Three of Arrows in reverse, so Three of Swords in reverse. Okay, getting over some kind of heartbreak here. Recent past, we have the Five of Cups. It's coming up reversed. I like it better in reverse. And then going into the near future, we have Innocence. Beautiful. So we do have a new beginning coming for you. In this deck, Innocence is the Fool card. Okay, and there's a love story that goes along with each of these cards, which I love and think that's so adorable for Valentine's Day. So, let's start with your current situation. You have the Prince of Staves. So looking for action here, we have Siegfried represented. Not so familiar with the story of Siegfried, but the fire sign energy, like I said, Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, or any other sign. And, excuse me, what I'm seeing here, you are, I definitely, with the wand or the stave or the olive branch in your hand, looking for adventure, looking for action, playful, fun energy, adventurous energy. Like I said, similar to the Knight of Wands. May not be looking for something completely serious at this time. Your challenge is the Five of Staves in reverse, though. So it seems like, you know, this is actually in the challenge position. It would be about having options, competing. But in this situation, it's telling me that that's what's a challenge for you. There could be fighting, rivalry. There could be quarrels. You could have difficulty. This is about petty hassles and struggles. So I'm reading it in the upright position as what's reversed here. In the challenge position, I'm reading in the upright position. So you could be arguing with your lover. There could be quarrels. You may want more adventure. You may want more games, more competition. You may want to just... it's kind of a jousting energy, a playful energy as well. This doesn't seem like a serious fight to me. It just feels like maybe there should be more of, not more fighting, but maybe there could be more, maybe you're just looking for someone to have a little fun with, and, or you could, for example, want a little bit more competition with your partner, want to have... It's good. It's actually good to, they say that it's good to do adventure sports and compete and do things with your partner, because it does help bring the bond. It helps strengthen the bond. But that does seem to be a challenge this month, is that there is either not enough friction, enough, what do you call it, tension going on with your partner or your significant other, the person you're interested in, or there's just too much fighting, too much quarrels, too many quarrels. See, at the root of the situation, we have you here with the King of Cups. So you're really in your element. You're coming up here in your element, or you were coming up in your element. King of Cups, very open, very loving, kind of keeps his emotions intact. There's not huge fluctuations here. It's just everything is very calm, cool, and collected. And it says that maybe you are dealing with another water sign, I don't know, but this is someone who can definitely contain their emotions and those of the other person. So we can go ahead and clarify some of these cards in a minute. I'm also getting here that you were really focused on what you want. You knew what you wanted. You were I'm also seeing contemplation here. I'm seeing calmness all around you. Just, you are very much in your element. I'm seeing that. But now you want a little bit more fun. You want a little bit of adventure. Maybe you're looking to travel. Maybe you are traveling at this time. So in the past, we have the Five of Cups reversed. So I see you're getting over something here. It's actually reinforced for me in two positions. In the crowning position as well with the Three of Arrows in reverse. See, we have someone getting over a heartbreak. It just tells me you're trying to get out of maybe a painful love triangle, trying to forget something that has been very difficult for you, trying to get over a loss. That's what I'm seeing. And I feel like you did that and you're ready to move on, but maybe the problem is that there's a lot of people trying to stir things up with you, or there's fighting and quarrels around you, or you're having a lot of trouble just getting through the fray here. I also feel like you are dwelling on something. You're looking at something that happened in the past here. He is looking into the past. So it's almost like maybe you're ready to move on, but the other person isn't. Okay. Or they don't want to fight anymore with you. They don't want to engage. Going into the future, you have innocence, which is beautiful. It's about a new beginning. It's about having complete trust and faith that the universe will take you where you need to go. I really sense that there's a lot of adventure for you this month, a lot of new beginnings as well. I see great possibilities for travel, especially towards the middle of the month. If you wanted to take a short trip, it would be good. It would be a good time. And I also feel like you might be serenading someone, you might be courting someone, you may be going after a new person, for example. You might be ready to leap into a new relationship. It's very possible. Excuse me, because the timing would be good for that this month. But there's a lot of youthful energy here at your disposal. So I kind of feel like you are ready to move forward onto a new path this month, definitely. And there's great possibilities for new romance, obviously, I think, with the Fool or the Innocence coming up here. But there is something very innocent about you as well this month, which could be quite charming to others, I think. I'm not saying that you're being naive. I just think that you're ready to kind of wipe the slate clean and be like, I'm ready for something new. You know, that's definitely the feeling that I'm getting. So, Scorpio, let's go ahead and clarify some of these cards while we still have time here. I know these readings have been going over time a little bit, but it is Valentine's Day, so I just adore... I'm a very sentimental person, and I just adore, I do love doing love readings, and I'm not like a Hallmark Valentine's Day person, but I have a romantic, sentimental side to myself, so yeah, let's get into it. So I want to clarify the Prince of Spades here in your current situation. Can you clarify the Prince of Spades for me, Spirit? What is this Prince of Spades? What does he want? A couple cards. Or we'll just take the first one here. Well, we have Speranza, which is about hope. Waiting, dreaming, apprehension. Yeah, you are hoping for something. You may be staying put where you are. Maybe waiting for someone. You may be dreaming about someone, or maybe a bit apprehensive about something here. But there is waiting going on. Hope. We all need to have hope in our lives. That's good. Let's do a couple more. Why is the Prince of Spades coming up here in Scorpio's current situation? Okay. We have the Morte, death. abandonment, complete detachment from a situation. Yes, I feel like you are leaving something behind. Normally this can mean like you either just dump someone or you just block someone or you just move on. Maybe you were waiting for a certain amount of time, but now it's like, okay, it's time to kind of time to reboot the system here and lay this thing to rest. Because there's a coffin here. We are talking about the end. And of course, with an ending comes a new beginning. With every ending comes a new beginning. So, yeah, and you have Fortuna. So there is like this positive, unexpected event that happens. Maybe you get some positive news. It's a turn of fate for the better. So it looks like things are really turning around for you, Scorpio, this month. No matter what you've been going through. Yeah, it seems like it might not have been the most easy thing. So let's clarify the the Five of Staves. Why the Five of Staves in the challenge position for Scorpio? We have the Belvedere. This is about being ambitious, kind of like having your eye on the prize. It says farsightedness, so it's just being able to see the forest through the trees. And it could be that you have your eye on a specific suitor or a specific person, but there could be some obstacles standing in your way. Okay. But this is similar to maybe the Three of Wands in the tarot. Okay, you're planning, you're looking ahead into the future. Maybe you're trying to make some plans here. We have the Maid, help housework errand. This is just someone that's going about their business. They may be biding your time a bit. This can also be a friend or someone that is just here to help out. You could also have your eye on someone that is in familiar territory of you. Well, we have the Disperato per Gelosia, which is the man who's distraught by jealousy. It's about excessive attachments, doubts, or suspicions. Excuse me. So, yeah, in the challenge position, the fray here could represent, I'm actually seeing a woman and a man here, but I'm seeing a jealous man. I'm seeing, there could also be something getting in the way of this relationship, which could simply just be the day-to-day grind, the day-to-day things that are getting in the way. But it could also be that I do see someone here who has excessive jealousy and they don't want to maybe compete with other people. That's a problem. So it's kind of like dropping a situation because of someone is jealous, or because there's maybe there might have been hope, there might have been ambition, but it feels like maybe it's moving into a different realm here. Not so healthy. Okay, especially if the other person has other options, other suitors, and they don't want to settle down. Maybe that's you. So the next thing I want to look at, we have a lot of cards down already. Let us look at the King of Cups here at the root of the situation. Why is the King of Cups coming up in Scorpio's foundation? Who is this King of Cups? Why is this King of Cups here? We have depression. So there might have been some depression in the past. It's definitely seeing someone here who is a bit melancholy, a bit sad. Yeah, I do pick that up. There's definitely emotions running deep here, at least under the surface. Maybe you aren't expressing them as much. This can be it for a man or a woman that I'm reading for. Why is the King of Cups coming up in the foundation? We have the nuptials. So I am seeing there is someone here that you are committing to or you have an alliance with, because it's a solid bond union alliance. So similar to the Two of Cups. I feel like this could be, I might be reading for someone that is ready to, is very attracted to someone, is in either in a relationship, or this is something that you have, someone that you have a solid bond, union, or alliance with. It could even be a business partnership. It doesn't have to be romantic, but definitely. The flame of desire is here. And why is the King of Cups in the foundation for Scorpio? Ooh, we have the El Ladro. This is the thief. It talks about someone who's being fraudulent, someone who's being sneaky. Also, I see someone sneaking away here. There could also be someone who has stolen your heart, for example. Or has maybe left a relationship. I'm seeing someone, because it does say loss, goods, robbery, fraud, but someone is being sneaky here. Someone's doing something that, if this is you, it could be trying to get away maybe from something that has not been making you happy. Could be within a union or relationship. I will clarify the Innocence card here just a moment. Why is innocence coming up in the future for Scorpio? We have the cheerfulness. It came up reverse. I see three people here. Normally this is about celebrating with friends and family, but it could be that there's maybe some difficulty. There could be an unhappy celebration, but it could also be that, I don't really read these in reversal. It just says cheerfulness, so I would read it as like celebrating, hanging out with friends. There could even be a reunion of sorts here, definitely involving lots of wine and beer and drinks and stuff, but it just says celebrating with friends and family. So maybe there is a celebration coming up, or you might be going to a party or something. That's what I'm seeing. But it does look like you're going to be having a good time after all of this. Okay, we have the servant, the domestico. This is someone who could be considered a third party. He's someone that could be an employee, a follower, like a collaborator, someone that helps out. And this could be like your best man or your wing woman or your wingman or something like that. But I do feel like you have someone here that wants to help you. Or someone that is here to make sure you get what you want. And we have the intimacy, the solitude, and the privacy. This can indicate some kind of an intimate relationship, but it can also mean that you're spending more time alone. Because I'm kind of seeing someone here who might be more of a bachelor, bachelorette, leading that kind of a lifestyle. I do actually see the Room card as definitely more of an intimate type of energy, though. So it could be that this is also what I'm seeing here is this could also indicate let's see what yeah. I'm not seeing in particular anything in particular here with regards to like a specific relationship. I just feel like you have someone here who could be a third party. I do see celebration. I do see things going well for you, but this could even be a situation where you feel close to someone, but it's maybe more of a platonic relationship. That's what I'm saying. You could also be spending, like I said, some time alone, on your own, doing things that you like to do, but specifically possibly taking a trip, or just maybe this is for work, etc. Or to go spend time with family. Okay? So, I'm going to go ahead and pull your oracle message, your guidance message here. Let's go ahead and do that. Excuse me. Oops, we need this card too. What is the guidance message for Scorpio? You have the impossible made possible. Card number 9. Beautiful. And let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit so you can see the card. Now, if you want to follow along with me, I am reading from the Rumi Oracle here by Alana Fairchild. If you Google the name of the card, The Impossible Made Possible, card number 9, and Rumi Oracle, I think there's a site up there that has all the cards typed out. So if you want to see the poem and the cards or the text as well, while I'm reading them, you can just Google them and you should be able to pull up the card. I think most of the cards are published online, so it's an affiliate site. It isn't the same. It isn't. It's another person out there who has reposted them for their blog, I think. So anyway, there's a short poem here by Rumi, and then there's about a 5 to 10 minute message. So if you don't want to stick around for the whole message, at least listen to the poem, because it does help clarify the whole reading. It says, "Love brings the sea into boiling and turns the mountains into a pebble. Love creates infinite openings in the dark sky and shudders the earth with its magnitude." Rumi. "She spins, this great earth goddess, upon invisible strings amongst a wildly pulsating ballet of life. Stars are born, live and die all around her. Life moves in constant flux, and still she spins in her great, loving, constant pirouette. How can this be? All of creation is born from nothing. Out of endless silence and darkness, light emerges. What strange magic is this? The sun heats the solar system and burns with the power to destroy life, yet it is a force by which life is sustained. Surely this makes no sense and cannot be. We dance in the realm of the impossible made possible constantly, you and I. We are so engrossed in it, so familiar with it and yet blind to it, that these constant impossibilities happening at every moment fail to inspire us. Yet what are your biggest, boldest, most extraordinarily impossible dreams compared to this great impossibility of life itself? Ah, they are but tiny seeds in the Creator's masterful hand, being now planted in the heavenly garden. Yes, they are being planted right now, for the moon tells us the time is right. Most tenderly shall they be watched over. nurtured into fullness according to the season. Yes, that growth is assured. The impossible is now made possible. We only limit what we believe to be possible by our lack of imagination. The divine is recourse to all that is and all that is yet to be. Is there any limit to the resources of the heavens? No. So then why has not every impossible dream now been rendered possible? Indeed, manifest in shining glory upon the earth. The human heart knows everything in vision can manifest according to divine timing and grace. Yet the mind does quake with fear, so much so that it will not listen to the heart at times. That fear is a childlike nightmare, that should you offer yourself up to the sacred loving power of the great Creator, you might be found to be lacking. The mind holds itself captive with dark fantasies of that profound rejection and then avoids confronting it directly at all costs. It creates barriers instead, truly nothing more than lines in the sand, yet believed to be forts. But what strongholds can resist love? It is like water. It seeps into every available space and changes form to survive in every environmental condition. With unfailing intelligence, it creates life. From steam to ice, rainfall, the river, and the ocean. Rain descending into snowflakes, snow capping the peak, expressing itself with beauty and genius. It nestles under the earth and rises to the sky, only to return to the earth again. It will erode blockages and prevail, no matter how long that process takes. It carves the earth into shape and form. Where it is, there is life. Such is the adaptable intelligence and persistence of water, just as is the power of love. So now you are guided by this loving power to drop the doubt, shed the incredulity, and open up the mind. Allow your imagination to be inspired as though you are a child in a great garden, hearing the breath of the earth and the wind-whipped leaves and the voices of the ancestors in birdsong. The universe wants something to happen for you, something beautiful, something utterly improbable, and something perfect for your path, your own unique divine destiny. Your mind will wonder if it is even possible. People around you may wonder the same thing, but your heart will burn for it to become real, to become more than a fantastic, improbable dream. You'll want it with all your soul. You may not even be consciously aware as yet what this great desire is, but your heart knows. It holds a secret knowledge and will unveil it when your mind can handle it. When your heart is much more powerful than your mind, you won't unintentionally block the incredible grace of manifestation, seeking to pour into your thirsty soul, like the sweetest, purest waters of blessing. Sacred honoring ritual. Place your hands very lightly at your throat. Say aloud, "With Rumi, who loves me unconditionally as my witness, I now offer myself into the hands of the all-loving, creative intelligence of this universe. I release all vows, intentions, or beliefs ever made, consciously or unconsciously, in this or any lifetime, that are based in doubt and fear, holding back from creative fruition of my soul upon the earth. I dedicate myself to love and accept the gift of grace that brings me into greater fulfillment now. May I be blessed so I can surrender resistance and accept what is coming to me now for what it is. A gift of love. So be it." And place your hands at your heart and focus on your breath for a moment or two as it flows in and out. When you are ready, place your hands in prayer and bow your head to your hands. You have completed your sacred honoring ritual. Beautiful message for you, Scorpio. And indeed, I do see the impossible made possible. And it is in your faith and trust that your heart does know. Your heart knows what's coming. So I wish you all sincerely the best, and I think that this reading is just quite beautiful. So thank you all for allowing me to read for you today, and sending you off with much love and light. Take care.